Kevin Smith and Powerhouse Animation Studios collaborated to produce the Netflix animated superhero fantasy series Masters of the Universe. The show consists of 2 seasons, each divided into 3 parts. Now, what's next for Netflix? Rumor has it they're considering a project involving Chris Hemsworth, portraying He-Man in a live-action adaptation. Let's explore everything we currently know about this potential endeavor. So a highly anticipated Masters of the Universe live-action film about He-Man and his allies won't be happening on Netflix. Despite the streaming giant reportedly investing a substantial $30 million into the project, they ultimately decided to pull the plug. This decision comes as a surprise, especially considering the casting news that had previously circulated, with Kyle Allen set to take on the iconic role of He-Man, also known as Prince Adam. The cancellation adds to a series of disappointments in the attempts to bring this beloved story to the big screen. For those unfamiliar with the project, Masters of the Universe is set on the magical planet Eternia and follows the ongoing battle between He-Man, the muscular hero with his trademark blonde bob, and his archenemy Skeletor, an evil sorcerer. Even if you're not well versed in this universe, chances are you've encountered a Skeletor meme or two on social media. The 1980s animated series holds a special place in the hearts of many fans who had hoped to see their favorite characters brought to life in live action. Netflix even released a sequel animated series, Masters of the Universe Revelation, in 2021. With the Netflix deal off the table, Mattel is now seeking a new home for the live-action Masters of the Universe movie. Recent reports suggest that Amazon MGM Studios is expressing serious interest. Additionally, there are talks of Travis Knight potentially stepping in as the new director, with Chris Butler taking on the writing duties. However, despite these promising developments, nothing is set in stone yet. It may be some time before any official announcements are made, if they happen at all. Fans can only hope that He-Man will eventually make his triumphant debut in his live-action movie. Chris Hemsworth has been on fire lately, so it's no wonder there's buzz about him potentially donning the iconic role of He-Man. I mean, if Amazon's on board for a movie, why not Thor, right? Plus, with his track record in hits like The Avengers, Red Dawn, and Snow White and the Huntsman, he's definitely got the chops. But the big question is, could he handle stepping into the shoes of the legendary He-Man? Interestingly, Dolph Lundgren, the original He-Man from 1987, actually gave his blessing for Hemsworth to take over the role in a reboot. But when Hemsworth was asked about it, he seemed a bit hesitant. He basically mentioned that playing He-Man might feel like a deja vu of playing Thor all over again. And let's face it, there are some striking similarities between the two characters. Both are warrior dudes with epic powers and killer costumes. However, Hemsworth did hint that he'd be more intrigued by playing a villain instead. So who knows? Maybe we'll see him as a baddie in the Masters of the Universe reboot rather than He-Man himself. Either way, it seems like they're still fine-tuning the script to make it even better, so we'll just have to wait and see how it all unfolds. With that being said, it's not uncommon for fans to speculate about who would be the perfect fit for the role of He-Man in a live-action adaptation. While Dolph Lundgren famously portrayed the character in the 1987 movie, recent attempts to bring He-Man back to the big screen have faced obstacles. However, with news of Travis Knight potentially directing a new movie in the franchise, the discussion about casting choices has reignited. One name that often pops up in these discussions is Alan Ritchson. Known for his roles in Blue Mountain State and Fast X, Ritchson has not only the physical presence, but also the charisma to take on the role of He-Man. His muscular build, honed in projects like Reacher, aligns perfectly with the image of the powerful hero. Additionally, Ritchson's experience as an action star suggests he could bring depth and authenticity to the character beyond just his physical attributes. While casting decisions should consider more than just appearance, Ritchson's career trajectory suggests he could be an ideal choice for He-Man. With the right direction and script, he might even surpass the portrayal of the character by Lundgren in the 80s. So if Ritchson were to step into the role someday, fans could potentially witness a new and compelling interpretation of the iconic hero. For fans of the classic Masters of the Universe series, there's been a lot of speculation surrounding Netflix's Masters of the Universe Revelation. Many are curious whether it's a sequel or a reboot, and how well it pays homage to the legacy of He-Man. With a franchise spanning 4 decades and various conflicting histories, there's plenty of room for interpretation. Thankfully, Revelation manages to honor its roots while also bringing together disparate pieces of lore and mythology. The series draws upon the original concept of Eternia, a realm of magic and advanced technology threatened by sinister forces led by He-Man and Skeletor. While details and backstories have evolved over time, this core concept remains constant. Showrunner Kevin Smith describes Revelation as a continuation of the beloved 1983 animated series by Filmation. However, it doesn't shy away from incorporating elements from across the Masters of the Universe mythology. For instance, the separation of He-Man's Sword of Power in the first episode nods to the continuity of the original action figure mini-comics. But the series doesn't stop there. It also integrates key elements from the 2002 Masters of the Universe reboot series and even references the 1987 live-action movie starring Dolph Lundgren. This inclusion of various continuities demonstrates the show's commitment to honoring its source material while also expanding upon it. In the end, Masters of the Universe Revelation goes above and beyond in paying tribute to the iconic franchise, weaving together its rich history into a compelling narrative that both old and new fans can appreciate. In the live-action adaptation of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, there's a wealth of intriguing elements to delve into, particularly concerning Prince Adam's transformation into He-Man and the rich array of characters that surround him. One fascinating aspect is Adam's faithful companion Cringer, who undergoes a remarkable evolution into the formidable Battle Cat when Adam assumes his He-Man persona. This transformation not only deepens their bond, but also underscores Adam's journey toward becoming a true hero. Another compelling storyline revolves around Adam's close friendship with Teela, who remains unaware of his double life as He-Man. As captain of the guard, Teela views Adam as lazy and timid, oblivious to his heroic deeds. This dynamic sets the stage for tension and suspense as Adam struggles to conceal his alter ego. Man-at-Arms, Adam's mentor and staunch ally, plays a pivotal role in supporting He-Man with his ingenious inventions and unwavering dedication. Meanwhile, Castle Grayskull serves as the nexus of He-Man's power, housing the enigmatic sorceress who bestows upon Adam his transformative abilities. The presence of Skeletor, He-Man's formidable adversary, injects a sense of danger and excitement into the narrative. With his mastery of dark magic and cunning schemes, Skeletor poses a formidable threat to He-Man and the inhabitants of Eternia. Additionally, the revelation of Adam's twin sister, Princess Adora, who assumes the mantle of She-Ra, Princess of Power, introduces fresh layers to the story. Their shared connection to the power of Grayskull and their roles in combating evil further enrich the tapestry of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. In essence, the live-action adaptation holds promise for exploring these captivating storylines and bringing the iconic characters of Eternia to vivid life in exhilarating new ways. What are your thoughts on this? Are you disappointed that Hemsworth might not be stepping into the role of He-Man? Share your opinions in the comments section below. That wraps up today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Feel free to leave your suggestions for future videos in the comments below.